Hi, welcome. We're taking a look at this AR Wing Pro flying wing model here. We're going to open it up and take everything out of the box here and see what's involved. This is part of a project. I've never built a wing before, and I'm going to be walking through the steps of putting one of these together. So if you haven't seen any of the other videos in the series so far, that's what we're taking a look at here. So this particular version of the AR Wing Pro is what's called a plug and play. Now you can see here there's also the option for a kit, and if you're new to this, you'll probably see in other places that you can buy different other versions, kit, plug and play. You might see something that says BNF or bind and fly, and really all of these different sort of names of the packages that you can get, they're just sort of telling you how much experience and involvement you, the builder or the user, is going to have to put into it. And so in a case like this, where we can see something like a kit is the one that needs the most effort from a builder. Basically, all you will get is just the model itself. Then you have to figure out all of the other components that you're going to need. Now, for me, I've flown quadcopters for quite a while, but I've never built a flying wing. And so what I would like is to have kind of the next step up, something that's going to give me at least a little bit of help. And that's what this plug and play version will do. What it does is it provides the full model plus all of the hardware, the motor, the propeller, and everything that you would need to actually be able to put it together and fly it. And for somebody like me who's never built a flying wing before, even though I've built many quadcopters, having that extra part taken care of for me just removes one element that I don't need to think about and I don't need to worry about, because it's going to work out of the box. The hardware, the servos that will come with it, the propeller and the motor and the ESC, everything is included, and it works well with this particular setup. And so that's a very good reason, and it's the main reason why a person would get a plug and play. So having said that, let's take a look at actually what comes inside here and what it would be. So, oh boy, pop this open. I hope lay it down properly here. Yeah, maybe this way is good. And let's just see here. So it comes initially with, okay, try to put it someplace where you can see it. These are just, these are the instructions on how to build it. A single page. We'll have to see how detailed they are once we get a closer look. There is a little bit of sort of marketing material from ZOHD and SonicModell, which are sister companies and the makers of this. You get a sheet of decals or decals. I'm not sure that's actually the right way to say that. Maybe it doesn't matter. But these are for going on the plane, the wing, after it's been built, to provide some design and decoration. And then we actually start to get into the meat and potatoes of this. So just for now, let me grab the pages of paper that aren't really immediately involved here and put them out of the way. And then let's take a look at actually what comes inside the box here. I'll pull everything out and then I'll put the box aside so we can get a little bit clearer idea. But we get in here the hardware, the servo horns, and everything to control the control surfaces. There's some wood in here which will be providing stable places for cameras and such. Camera straps, sorry, not camera strap, battery strap. And then we start getting into the actual physical components. Now these are wrapped in plastic, so just give a second here as we go through them. But the first here are two little nose cones, which will make more sense as we start to pull everything out and can put them in place. We have two pieces here, which are joined together here in the center. And they're the wingtips, or the winglets, that'll be at the very outside edge of the wings. We have here sealed bag, so let's just pop that open. And this will be a canopy for one of the storage compartments or storage bays in there. Pardon me. Here we have the main body. And again, I'll put these out in better viewing position here in a minute. It's the main fuselage of the aircraft, this flying wing. We have carbon struts and spars. That's probably not the right wing, but support braces, pardon me, for going through and adding rigidity, as we'll see. And then we have here one wing. And you can see that it has, we'll take a closer look, but cutouts for where the servos and other hardware will need to go. And we have the second wing, which needs to have its bag cut open. And just sort of the mirror image of the one that we just took out previously. Pardon me. And the propeller and some prop shaft adapters. So let's move the box out of the way here and take a closer look at what we actually have. So, we'll just put these aside here. What we have is the main fuselage of the flying wing. And what's very nice about this particular model, and it's one of the reasons why I chose to get it, is it's got a lot of things that make it very beginner and new builder friendly. So just as an example, I'll move the fuselage aside here. You can see, I hope this will come into focus, but on the wings, there are actually electric conductors or connectors, sorry, that are already installed, and they have matching ports on the fuselage where they just simply plug in. And so as a new builder, all you're going to have to do is make sure that your electrical components are attached properly in here. You won't need to worry about any soldering or doing any kind of, more technical connecting. And it will be simply a matter of connecting the wing, pushing it into place, and the connections in here will be made for us, which I'm really looking forward to. So let's just kind of loosely fit these together here, not really tightly, so we can see what we have and kind of make sense out of some of these other little parts. So I'll just put that in there. So as you can see, it's starting to take shape and look much, much more like a flying wing. What we had here, and I'll just snip these apart right now, they're just held together with some leftover foam. I'll just kind of snip that off out of the way. What these will be the very tips on the outside of the wings, like this. Now I'm not going to attach them for right now. As we go through the build, I'd rather not have these sticking up and kind of being able to get in the way. This way I can, at any point, if I need to or want to, simply flip it over and these wing tips won't be kind of sitting and getting in the way as we work on stuff. But they will be the parts that come out here. And as I understand it, they help to provide a little bit of yaw stabilization, which is an issue, I think, with some of the wings. Over here, what we have are just simple nose cones that can be placed in the front. I'll trim one off here, just very roughly. And essentially, it would sit in here in the chance that you weren't using. This is a mount here where you could put an action camera like your GoPro, but in the case that you weren't using one, you can put in a simple block of foam that will act as a way of providing, it's providing what? It's providing nice slipstream, right? It's providing that nice smooth flow. I had a brain fart there. Smooth flow of air over there rather than having like piling in as you're flying. If you're not using a GoPro or some other action camera, that's what you would put in there. Or there's a second one here, which actually has a port for an FPV camera. So this is actually designed already to carry an FPV camera here, but if you wanted one right in the nose, you could actually mount it in there using this other nose cone. Now, alternatively, for the top, if we take a look, there are these two top plates that come in and they just sort of fill this top part of the fuselage. There are two different styles to this. One of them has this huge cutout in the top, which is basically designed for, for the DJI digital system. So you can put your digital VTX in there. If you're somebody like me who doesn't use DJI or digital systems yet, then there is a secondary canopy like this, which you can use on top instead. So it just depends on what your particular needs are. Now, earlier on, I'd said that this is a plug-and-play model and that it comes with the different components that we need in order to be able to basically make it fly. And until now, we haven't seen those, and that's because they're buried right here in the fuselage. And if we take a look, and I'll open this in just a moment, we have a motor. We have I'll pop these out if you have never seen them before. Very quickly, we have two servos which allow us to control the wings, and they will go out over here eventually, like that. We have in here the ESC, or electronic speed controller. I'm going to pull out here as well, which basically, allows us to connect a battery to here, run the power through it to our motor, and then be able to control the motor with a signal from a flight controller. So we can basically control as a throttle. The ESC does more than that, of course, but basically it allows us to have a throttle to control the motor. Looking at the motor, it is from SonicModell, and SonicModell makes good products. So that's a nice thing to know. You know when you're buying this, you're not getting some sort of off-the-shelf, put together quickly kind of equipment. This was well thought out, well chosen, which as a new builder is nice for me. I'm not going to have to worry about whether or not this stuff will work together and work well. So this is a SonicModell motor. It has a size of 2216 and has a rotational speed of 1400 kV. Now, if you're not really sure what those mean, I'll pop something in here as a secondary part to show that really quickly on a different motor. And so this here, very quickly, and no, these wires are not color coded. It doesn't help you really understand which one should be plugged into which, but I'll just do this quickly. At a very basic level, you'll have here your connector for the battery. It comes through to the ESC, which then goes through to the motor, which will then power the craft. And I'm not going to actually physically put it together right now, but that would be set up with the motor here, as I can turn this, at the very, very back of the quad, the ESC inside, and yes, don't worry, the wires do get put through the inside, so they're not hanging out on the outside like it looks right now. And that would be the basic idea, along with the propeller, of how this would go together. And like I said, because this is plug and play, you're getting the motor, the ESC, the servos, and everything you need like that for this to work. And you don't have to wonder if you got the right parts, if they're the right strength for it, if they're going to have enough power to fly there. It's all set up nicely before you even start. So that's really, really good. So let me just sort of reorient everything here a little bit. Oh boy, there goes the servos. And bring stuff up here again so we can see. So in the process from now, going through as we continue with the build of this flying wing, basically what we'll need to do is install the different hardware components, the motor on the back, the ESC into the frame here. Flight controller is going to go up here into the front, which I have actually sitting right here on the desk in front of me. If it will come out of the bag. Yeah, it's being persnickety. There we are. So here's the flight controller that we will use. It will end up roughly in here, like this. And we have a GPS unit, which we will use, which I also happen to have sitting right here. Now, I haven't decided 100% where it will go, but there is a lot of available space in this wing for placing different components. So I'm toying with the idea of either putting it into one of these bays here, so it's completely out of the way, or this back cover actually has a spot in it. I'm not sure how well that shows up. I'll try it on this one too. That says it's for the GPS. And it's just a, oh, I can't quite do it with this. Basically, here we are. This little cap just simply pops off the top and the GPS unit would fit inside. So those are some of the options about how this might be put together like that. That will be all sort of mapped out once we start the actual physical building of the quad. Oh, so there are two things that I didn't show or mention here too. Just very quickly, these are these structural supports. I'll just bring these out very quickly. There are three things that are actually added as structural supports, three little carbon rods. One of them, very roughly, goes through in this general region here. Well, that's not how we do it, but that's roughly where it goes through, and it will provide support for the wings. It might actually be back here a little bit, but what it does, it provides support between the main fuselage and the wings. Then there are two other little pieces, and I'm just going to move some of this loose component here, that, and I'll just pull off one wing, that actually go, they're just tiny thin pieces of carbon, and they go into a section right in here, which I'll get into later when we're doing the actual build, but putting them in and not, but they add rigidity to the elevons here. That will, because they're foam, they have a tendency to kind of be a little weebly and wobbly, but by adding in this piece of carbon through there, it does add to the structural rigidity of the elevon. So this is what we will be working with as we go about building out this AR Wing Pro flying wing. It's a great little kit to start with. I'm really looking forward to building it. It's going to be, like I said, my first wing build, so there's going to be a lot of stuff for me to learn and experience. And I'm really glad that you're making the choice to come along and experience it along with me. So if you found this helpful at all or interesting, why not take a chance and subscribe? It'll be an interesting process as we go along. And if you've liked the video and the information until now, please give it a thumbs up. That way other people who are interested in similar information will be able to find it and follow along too.